Hey everybody! Welcome back to another Robsevation. First I want to thank everyone for watching last month's LPW main event of Benjamin Boone and Katie Arquette. That's gone over 700 views. I'm totally impressed with that. Thank you everyone that's watched any of the MWF matches. I'm quite surprised at how some of the matches are being viewed and others not so much, but you know, here at this channel, I'm blessed, whether it's 1 view, 2 views, how many ever. So, thank you for all that. Now, we want to do a couple movie reviews for you from what we bought last week. First one we're going to start off with is The Legion of Superheroes. That's probably couldn't see it because it's reversed. Of course, it's a DC animated movie. It stars Supergirl, and Superman's training her, but she's not conforming to the ways of the normal world because, of course, you know, Krypton was advanced. So, Superman decides to send her into the 31st century to train with the Legion of Superheroes. So she's not actually a team member in this one. She's more of a trainee who has a chance maybe later on of being voted into the Legion, where she meets several other Academy Legionnaires like Mono, Brainiac 5, Phantom Girl, Bouncing Boy, Triplicate Girl. And basically the whole story is that some villain has infiltrated the Legion headquarters. Can't get a hold of all the other Legionnaires. So it's up to the trainees to try to figure this out. And it's alright. I can understand what they were trying to do with this. However, I didn't like the fact that they didn't use in this to introduce everyone, whether you're old or new to the Legion. Why couldn't you use Cosmic Boy, Saturn Girl, Lightning Lad, and have them training and leading the Legion instead of Timberwolf, Shadowlass, and I forget the third boy. However, I did like how they used the villain in the story to go from, let's just say, the 2020s villain to the present day in the 31st century. I liked that, but I did not like who they used to sort of help betray the Legion. And of course you have a budding romance with Supergirl and somebody. I won't say name who, but let's just say kind of a nod to the comics. And so this one is, I'd give it, hell, I'd give it a C. Average to watch. You might get mad, you might not get mad. Those are just some of my complaints. Then the other one, I have a lot to say about this actually. Okay? Clerks 3. I have been along for the ride since the first Clerks. It sung to me when I used to work at a gas station and I felt pretty much like Dante, because the manager of that store treated me like Dante, and on my days off, it's like she would call me in for my days off, and it's like I'm not even supposed to be here today. I didn't have none of the girlfriend rackiness. And yeah, sometimes I did feel like Randall too, just making fun of everyone and everything. The story on this one is, well, of course, you know, they still own the Quick Stop from the second movie. The DVD stores kind of run out now, and Jay and Silent Bob sell cannabis out of it, kind of, sort of, in their own special way. And Randall has a heart attack. So then he contemplates his life, decides to make a movie called Inconvenience. Gee, where have we seen someone do that before? So Randall ends up trying to be a prick about it. Dante, however, is kind of uneasy about it. I mean, he helps get the funding for the film, but at the same time, he hasn't gone through all the grief stages of two people that he lost in his life. I'm not going to put too much out there. I'll let you all watch it for yourself. And then, as usual, it somehow ends up a big argument between Randall and Dante. And they sort of try to patch things up at the end. Do they or do they not? I'll leave that one up to you to watch. Alright. The funny was good in there. They even went back and kind of shown them kind of shooting some iconic scenes from Clerks with the actors that were in it from the first one. So I kind of like that. I'm extremely glad of how Veronica was used in the third one to come back. Considering that at two different conventions years ago, I've had the chance to interview both Brian O'Halloran and Marilyn Gigliotti. Those were disastrous. Don't ask me for the links for them. No, they were actually pretty good. Let's see, what else? So I didn't like the fact of how Kevin Smith took some of his life and put it into the movie. It's like, been there, done that. You talk about it non-stop. Too much with the weed jokes. I'm not big on the 420 stuff. However, some friends are, and that's fine. That's fine for them. It's just not for me. Let's see, what else is there about? Elias. I did not like how Kevin had used Elias in this movie. Started him out as of course, the virgin, Christian, happy-go-lucky Elias. For me, as a Christian, I enjoyed seeing that. But then, after Randall has his heart attack, Elias has a character change that I'm not too happy about. That really disturbed me quite a lot. And then, like I said, the movie was funny until it took that deep, dark jump off the high board. And it just became just downright depressing and dark. And it just bogged this movie down. Unlike the first two Clerks that were first one was okay with that ending, and then the second one had a much better ending towards these three movies. I wouldn't even know what to grade Clerks do based on that. I would give it, even though it's not part of my collection, I'd give it a D. If you love Kevin Smith's movies, that's good for you, which I was in the beginning. I mean, got every movie I could get my hands on. I had Dogma, but I really didn't like the statement in that. Let's see, what else? Of course, he had his little DVDs, An Evening with Kevin Smith sets that were out. I have them. However, it's just the last several years of watching Kevin Smith turn into this big baby, and then a weed smoker, and then this Hollywood hack, and crying at everything. Oh, it's so beautiful. You know what? Just shut up. Well, I loved He-Man when I was little. When you contradicted yourself that you hated He-Man, and you screwed the He-Man franchise over, why don't you just call it the Tila Show? So, the last several years of Kevin Smith, I've been kind of anti-Kevin Smith. Even though I bought Clerks 3 just to see it. Had to write it out for Dante and Randall. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.